All right, today we're going to do a quick look around and test of my oldest speaker driver. You heard that right. I believe this to be from the early 60s. 1961 is my best guess. It's from this right here. This is an old Symphonic briefcase turntable. The electronics from the inside and the front grille. Looks like there were two speakers there, but they only put one in there. I'm guessing that other thing is like a vent for the electronics, so there was one of those in the back, as you can see. I'll go more into the inner workings of this in another video. Single vacuum tube, and based on the schematic, that is a 25L6 tube. This is labeled SP-402. Guessing the 4 is that this is a 4-inch speaker. 2, I'm not sure what that would be, maybe 2 watts. Really not very high power, but it does a lot on that power. And that's a pattern I've found in many vintage speakers. They're designed for efficiency more than sound, although this one isn't too bad. Felt dust cap, you see that a lot. This is actually a vented dust cap, no whizzer cone. If you don't know what a whizzer cone is, it's a little cone in the big cone. You can see there's actually a seam in the cone, and that is something you only see on really, really old speakers. This is the only one I have like that. This is the normal aluminum, nickel, cobalt, or alnico, as many people call it, magnet in here that you'd see a lot back then. The coil actually sits above the magnet on these. Now, in terms of X-max, or the maximum usable or linear excursion, that is the amount that the speaker can move on its own power, I'd give this about 1 millimeter. It's nothing special, but it does a lot with that. Now, I'm going to actually run it on flat EQ for just a second. This thing is a pretty mid-focused, especially in the high mid-range. I'm going to turn the bass up to around where I had it when I was testing this for the X-Max, where I got the 1 millimeter from before it started distorting a little bit. Actually getting some decent bass out of this, which I was not expecting from something like this. This thing has a really full mid-range to my ears, and that will be evident with this next sound sample. Though, of course, the rock and roll kind of thing, that was a thing back then, too. This is not solely for classical music. Well, there is one thing that it wasn't really designed to do. Wow. I'll give it this. I was not expecting it to do that. Was actually kind of impressive for something this old. I haven't used this one in a while. Maybe very slightly pushing the 1 millimeter X-Max, and you can kind of hear that. Other than that, it was actually not too bad, in my opinion. Alright, so this driver was obviously not made to go in an enclosure. This is an old Yamaha speaker box from a surround sound system. It doesn't actually sound all that bad. Oh, and the tweeter's not hooked up. sneak peek at my next experiment. Gonna increase port length. All right. Funnily enough, it actually looks kind of cool. Don't you agree? Probably not the greatest for... Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to work at all, honestly. So that's kind of cool. So there you go. Actually, not my worst driver, but my oldest. So thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and see you next time.